Guys, that's my time. I'm Tres Malley. Y'all ready to kick this off? Hell yeah. You know, one of the things over here I like to say, it's always good to mix it up and not just have, the same point of view and have the same, mindset on everything. You got to have a little jambalaya, if you will. So it's always good to see something from the other side. And I'm going to bring up our next comedian who is from the other side, guys. Give it up for Klaus Schwab Jr.
Hello, my peasants. I do not like, it smells like poor people in here. Ugh. I will make hissings on you now. I hate poor people. Ugh. Ugh. But get your tickets for Davos this year. I'm Klaus Schwab Jr. My father is Santa Claus Sr. And very good speakers are happening at Davos this year. It's an open forum for everybody. Tickets are $250,000. Everybody can go for this. Very good speakers. Meine Vater, Santa Claus Schwab, Dick Cheney's und Herr Kissinger, and 3 or 4 lizards. And the topic for Davos this year is love is not real. Everything is a commodity, so lots of interesting informations for you. We are about to take over the world, and it's much easier for me in my native tongue of Germans to rule over you peasants. So I will teach you some Germans now, if this is okay. So I know you have noticed this word here, Gastfreundschaft. Gastfreundschaft, this is guest being friendlies to your guests, the craft of being friendlies to your guests. And it was, so for example, for Christmas times, I would always be very friendly. Everyone in the neighborhood could come over the Schwab house, and they would get severe beatings and beatings. And then they would be crying, oh, Santa Claus Schwab made beatings on my asshole, But then the next morning, my father would sing so loud, he would play the violin, sing and sing, and then he would give the big gifts like the PlayStations. And one year I got a train set made out of Jew females, the leg bone of Jews. It was the best present I ever got for me. So if we could, so I made a Gastfreundschaft when I was 7 years old, and the first ladies came to visit Bavaria for me. It was very nice. The slide is not working. Oh, scheiße. Oh, there she is. Laura Bush came to, and I was 7 years old, and she came to Bavaria to ask my father for monies, and then to make sure that in the negotiations we were serious. I was 7, I made lickings on her vagina, so that says Gastfreundschaft, so the hospitality of your guest, and there are other examples of this I can tell you today, if you are. Okay, so in 1996, Hillary Clinton visited Bavaria, and I was 11 years old, and she likes girls, so she put a wig on me and sat on my face like this and punched my face. And she made lots of squirtings on me. It was really good. And then here, Bill Clinton was for 2 terms from this. 2 terms. Very good. Very good for the Schwab family. And if you can see here, I had to wear a costume like this, and this is Hillary Clinton and her new bride, so congratulations for her. I had to wear something very similar to this. Look how happy she is with her new bride from Ireland. What a lovely lady. She made, but in the ritual, she scared me one time. She did like really weird shit, but if we can, so this is not gay for us. This is Gastfreundschaft. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is the craft of being nice to your guests. Oh, so just you can maybe raise your game the next time someone comes over to your house. You can offer your daughter or son for them. That's very, very generous for you. So Jen Psatsky, She visited Bavaria because she needs to put new Bullscheiße in her teleprompter. So she came to get the new Bullscheiße for her teleprompter to sell the peasants misinformations, which is great for us. But when she came over, when I went down on her to make Gastfreundschaft, I had a big surprise. It was very surprising for me because when I went down there of Jen Pizzatsky, I found something that I was not expecting to see there. And if we could have the next slide, please. I was not expecting to see the born of Mark Zuckerberg. But I made Gastfreundschaft with this because I finished the job. So Gastfreundschaft means hospitalities, but it can also mean heteroflexisch. When you are heteroflexisch, is like Gastfreundschaft. But I have to say something real quick about this because there's miscommunication. Everyone in Armenia is heteroflexisch because both the men and women are very hairy and they have stinky assholes. So if you have sex with anybody, then you are very lucky in Armenia. Ugh, Armenia. It's the worst place in the world. I was speaking of Christmas time in Germany. If you are bad for Christmas time, you don't get coal in your stocking. Black Pete will take you to Turkey, and that is the worst thing that can happen for you. But we do not tell your kids that we will take you to Armenia. It's too scary for them. It is too scary to say this. But, and the men and the women of Armenia have mustaches and they stroke them as they deceive you. Anyway, so that is a sidetrack, but I was very heteroflexish one time because someone came over as a house from Martha's Vineyard in 2008, I think. And it was a new president came and he had his wife, Michael Sotoro. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Michael Sotoro? I did not mean this. I mean Michelle Obama's came. And when I went down there to make Gastfreundschaft, I've made a very big surprise because when I went down there, I found something that I was not really expecting to find. And I found... Let me tell you, it was like sucking on a baked potato wrapped in a jellyfish. And as it became more and more of an election, it had different foreskin was falling off. But I sucked this. Because I showed up on time, I am German, and I make Gastfreundschaft for my guests for you. I'm Klaus Schwab Jr. You can follow me on Instagram, and if you want to know what is happening to the slaves, follow my father at the World Economic Forum. Goodbye for now.